Repairing the existing signs in Southmoor Park and installing new ones would make our community look better, increase your pride of ownership, and help increase our home values. And I know just where we're going to get the money to make this happen. Hi, my name is Daniel Kuhlman, and my family and I are fellow Southmoor Park residents at 24 James Circle. In my work as a real estate agent, I'm constantly visiting different neighborhoods and subdivisions in Longmont and the surrounding communities. I see higher home values when the neighborhood looks good and is well maintained. The maintenance usually comes from an HOA, and Southmoor Park doesn't have one. While that is one of the things that attracts some buyers to Southmoor Park, it's also the reason that our community looks run down. Our existing entry signs are in sad condition, and some of our entries don't even have signs. I don't suggest that we form an HOA, but did you know that the city has up to $9,000 every year in grant money available to help Longmont neighborhoods just like Southmoor Park with projects like repairing and installing new signs? Therefore, I propose that we rejoin Longmont's Neighborhood Group Leaders Association, or the NGLA, and apply for those funds. Watch to the end and I'll share with you, 1, what we need to do right now if we want to secure those funds in the spring, and 2, how we'll go about it once we've been awarded funding.
People's first impressions of Southmoor Park aren't exactly good ones. As you come in from the northern entrance, you're met with a rundown and actually quite ugly space that signifies a rundown neighborhood. I'm not sure that I want that as my first impression for our visitors and our potential buyers. The next entrance is at Main Street and Jersey Avenue. Now, this isn't much better, but it does have a couple of trees. What really bothers me is the way the front's treated. You can tell that it's just not well kept. And that pylon, keeping people from running it over, well, that's suggestive. Now, this is the entrance on Quail. Well, I don't know that we can do much about that fence, and it is probably the nicest one of the signs that we have. The next sign that we do have is at Main Street and Quebec. Now, this one is a hodgepodge of trees, rocks, damage, pylons. It'd be nice if we could actually do something to make our neighborhood look good. Now, the next spaces don't have any signs at all. Here at the intersection of Pike and South Pratt Parkway, there isn't anything. Now, there is construction scheduled, and I've spoken to them, and we can, if we act now, get the site prepped for a sign installation. Now we move on to Sunset and Left Hand Drive. No sign, but I'll investigate the possibility of putting one in. And here's our final entrance at Sherman. On the right is Sienna Park. And as you approach the true entrance to Southmoor Park, you see that there is another opportunity where there is nothing at all. Now I'll tease you with what is possible for Southmoor Park. Rainbow Ridge, right across Pike, has actually a lovely space. Problem is that we can't actually do anything that requires irrigation because we don't have an HOA to pay for it. This is technically not a subdivision, but I love the fact that they have these flags there.
I'm glad you stuck around till the end. I want our neighborhood to regain some of its former glory, but it will take some doing. Since I want our neighborhood to look great and be something we're all proud of, I'm willing to head up this initiative. And here's where you come in. First, we need to form a core group of 3 to 7 people to say we want to join the NGLA. So if you want that, contact me and you can let me know that you're interested. It's not a big commitment. It's just one meeting with the city, and once that's done, then we can go on to the second step, which is we have to have a neighborhood meeting where people approve joining the NGLA. Now that's a larger meeting, but it's probably an hour, maybe 2, and the city helps us do that. Third, the new Southmoor Park Neighborhood Leadership Group will work up the project and present it to the city. If we're awarded money, we can first repair the existing signs, which you just saw are in really sad shape. I envision that it will take volunteer hours to working to repair the landscaping around those signs. Sure, we could probably hire it out, and maybe we don't have as much money in the budget for it, but if we work together, it also builds community ties. A few hours won't hurt you too much. After that, we'll work on designs for the new signs, get approvals, and apply again for the funding in the next season. All right, that's it. Contact me, let me know that you're interested, and let's get this done and let's get Southmoor Park looking great. Thanks.